So I wanted to share. I did not have any intention on recording a word today. I made a post. I talked about what I had felt in the atmosphere from early this morning, which was just the word uncommon. I talked about the community. Thank you for those that you're joining the community. I love to see it. I appreciate it so dearly. I'm excited for this for us. And as I was having this moment, I was in prayer and petition for something. This was about an hour ago for myself. And as I'm in this moment, a family member calls me with, they're having an emergency. And so I need to leave my home real quick. And after dealing with that and coming home and then just still dealing with my stuff, I was sitting in my driveway and I just felt this wave of discouragement. I just felt this strong wave of discouragement come over me. And in that moment, what I was seeing and what I was feeling felt very opposing. It felt very harsh. It felt very foreboding. It felt like a lot in that moment. And so I was sitting in that moment and all the noise, like discouragement and defeat and despair, like all of the residue of that stuff was just speaking very loud. And I was having a moment. I started talking to God immediately. I started feeling all the things. And as I'm having that moment, I get quiet. And before I can even start back with talking to God and just trying to understand, within me comes, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm not giving up. And a couple of days ago on my Facebook, I made a post and it really was supposed to be encouraging. I don't know how it came across to people. But it really said, what the post said is that this year, and really the truth is it was last year too, but I said this year I have been going through a lot of stuff privately. I said, and if you are to keep going. And I said that because on that particular day, I was feeling really challenged with God with this process that I've been in where I have really felt God demolishing my understanding and my complacency with life and the stretching and the expanding to live an uncommon life, an elevated life. And in that process with me and God, it has made life feel, for me, harder. And I have felt challenged with that from God, between me and God. I felt challenged with the call to live an uncommon life, an elevated life, an expanded life, and how the process has looked. And it has challenged me, like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not working? Why am I not getting more of a return on where I am? Like why, why? And so that was why I made the post. And the truth of the matter is that is why I built the community. There is absolutely, for me, the need for camaraderie and the strategy, the understanding, the words, the techniques that God has given to me. It has been because I truly believe, and I understand that people believe, either in the church or out the church, that life is just hard. There's nothing we could do about it. People out here doing stuff crazy. Life's not working. I'm doing all this stuff. And then there are those that God got me in something. So it's just, there's this narrative that life is just hard all the time. And the truth of the matter is, myself included, it's not just talk. Like, I got receipts. Like, come look at my life. Come take a peek at what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing. It's hard. It's hard. And you don't have to be having a hard moment. This word is not for people that are having a hard moment. This word is really just to encourage you that in this process, to live an uncommon life, to live an elevated life, to live an expanded life. I don't believe that there is this cookie cutter, one size fits all type of process. I don't. And As I was in my driveway, and my family member, I think I said this before, I might be repeating myself, she ended up calling me and everything was okay. And I came in the house and I could feel myself move into my truth. I could feel myself move out of the discouragement, move out of the heaviness. And this is without everything looking the way that I wanted it to look, but I was still moving into my truth. I was still going back into my having. I was still going back into my authority. I was going back into my identity. And the truth of the matter is, and I'm standing on business with this, I believe that we get to live a big life. I'm not talking about it, just praying about it, I believe that that gets to show itself. I'm talking about in the land of the living, tangible, physical, that we get to live an uncommon life, an elevated life, an expanded life, a blissful life, that we get to have ease, that we get to have abundance, that we get to have good health, that we get to have and experience and walk out the desires of our hearts. Everything that I do is with the intention to teach and coach and preach and just be in community and fellowship with people that believe that, and people that are willing to go and do whatever it takes to see that in their reality. That's all. Because I don't think that the elites or whoever, whatever community gets to have life and life more abundantly monopolized. I don't feel like it gets to be for the people that were born on this side of the tracks. I just don't. I think that each of us in our own reality get to decree and decide the magnitude of the type of life that we want. I believe that with all my heart, soul, and strength. I do. I know that there are people that feel like that is almost blasphemous to say, but I stand on John 10 and 10 that ultimately the work of the cross is that we get to have life and life more abundantly. And I mean, we get to experience that in the realm of the seen, in the physical. And everything that I want to do, everything that I want to talk about all day, every day is for all of us to be walking and moving and living in that experience. So I just wanted to share that because my heart's desire, the thing that I feel like I wake up with is the purpose of just absolutely us all living our most expansive, amazing, blissful, uncommon life. I believe that gets to be our portion. And yeah, I wanted to share this moment because it was just this surge of discouragement, and then just as quickly it just dissipated, and I just landed in the truth that we get to live an uncommon life.